Juvenile delinquency is a term that refers to youth crime, and while many of the juvenile delinquents of mid-century America that captured headlines were inner-city gang members, some were not. Take, for instance, the case of then 14-year-old Billy Ray Prevatte of Pleasant Seat, Maryland. He was an early example of an active school shooter. Yes, we unfortunately have had to deal with that problem for a long time, even during the carefree 1950s. This young psychopath and all-around bad seed didn't like being told to write "I will not be disruptive in class" by his Maryland Park Junior High School teacher back on May 4th of 1956. So he left the campus, drove back, and no, at 14 he certainly did not have a license, while returning with a .22 caliber rifle. When his rampage was over, 3 teachers would be shot down, including 32-year-old Fraser Cameron. Prevatte bears little resemblance to the inner-city gang members from the same time period that would inspire Hollywood's mid-century socially conscious films like Rebel Without a Cause, though, reading up on some of his behaviors and background prior to the May 4th, 1956 shootings, Prevatte shared some similarities with Salmoneo's Plato character. As for the real-life post-war era youthful criminals, Prevatte had more in common with youthful serial murderers, such as the so-called Brooklyn Thrill Killers, not truly a gang, but rather 4 deranged upper-middle-class high school students who murdered New York's homeless in the summer of 1954. Charles Starkweather, the notorious high school dropout and James Dean wannabe from Lincoln, Nebraska, who went on a murder spree of innocent Midwest residents from November of 1957 through early 1958, including 2 beloved Bennett High School seniors, remembered by classmates for their selfless generosity. Madeleine Allred, an 18-year-old babysitter who drowned a 3-year-old placed in her care, Patricia Tiernan, at a Detroit hotel bathtub in March of 1957, or Nashville, Tennessee's Howard Ray Criswell, who, at the age of 18, shot at innocent passersby and tourists at the Woodbine and Murfreesboro roads for a period of 3 weeks in the summer of 1960, before he was captured. Criswell in particular noted his urge to kill. Then again, so did Madeleine Allred. Just like Prevatte, Criswell would be sent to an institution for the criminally insane, but Prevatte beat out Criswell and his contemporaneous teenage colleagues in notoriety as, due to whatever bureaucratic errors at Jessup, Maryland's Petusan Institution, Prevatte, as a career criminal, would be officially released, rearrested, then officially released again before being committed again. Yeah, as you can see here, Prevatte was a real cute kid on his way to an ignoble adulthood.